All right. Hi, Laurel. How are you doing?
I'm great. Vanessa, how are you?
I'm doing really well. Always a pleasure to speak to you. For anyone tuning in to Watch This Wednesdays, I'm talking with Laura Lindsay, who is the founder and CEO of the New Media Marketing Group. Now, the services that your company provides are pretty comprehensive in terms of the marketing mix. I just wanted to talk a little bit about video as an element of a successful marketing strategy. In what ways do you think that video is advantageous as a marketing strategy for any new companies that are emerging?
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you asked. Okay, so video marketing is advantageous just because of how we interact as human beings. So, in terms of the idea of a photo being equal to 1,000 words, a video is sort of equal to that huge ratio and gap between how easy it is to communicate nonverbal information with people watching a video. So, they're much more likely to be shared, much more likely to be watched, and people tend to take action after watching a video more so than reacting to other content. Also, in terms of promoting videos on social media, the real estate that's dedicated to videos is increasing, especially on Facebook, as opposed to a text update, just gets a little bit of publicity or a little bit of space. The video gets a lot. So there's a tremendous opportunity to connect with your audience, connect with future customers, and promote yourself by using video just because it's one of the most effective tools out there.
And so what are the tangible positive results that you are able to track with your clients when they start employing this as a tool?
Okay, so a couple things. A lot of people will say things like, yeah, I got a bunch of new customers, they love my videos. So typically they really help to close a sale or help consumers build that like and trust. So you can track the amount of watches on how many videos, on each video you can watch how many views. You can also look at your web statistics and your analytics and see how many people are going from your videos to your website. And those are two of the major metrics that we measure when we're looking at video marketing.
And so do you think that because that traffic is accelerating, that therefore you can see that there's going to be an increase in sales?
Well, we do our own sort of outside tracking in terms of data, but it is sort of a partnership with the client where we ask them to track when it comes to their sales, what were the components that influence the customer. So a lot of people say, well, how did you hear about us?
Okay.
And the more times that they say, oh, well, we watched your video, then that's what is actively translating into a sale. And we're hearing that more and more often from our clients.
That totally makes sense. And do you think that, like we were saying, it's just like human nature, we like to be comfortable. Do you think that having a video component is great in the personalization of brand development?
Yeah, that's the thing, is because you can really kind of get to know somebody over video. It's like the next best thing to meeting them in person. So you get their body language information, you get this sort of tone of their voice, the volume of their voice, the way their face looks. There's I don't know if you've ever seen that show on Liar Liar, or on Netflix rather, called Liar Liar, and it's about micro expressions and all that.
Oh,
And so,
really?
yeah, it's kind of like that, about how we communicate so much with just our face. And so it really helps to build a lot of trust with people. I've had personally on 2 separate occasions folks who've watched my video called me and they're ready to buy right away.
Yeah.
So yeah, it really does work.
It totally can communicate things that obviously the written word can in a more two-dimensional thing.
Yeah.
And then this, so, oh, actually, again, sorry. So as video production is sort of developing within marketing, are there any alternative sites right now to video production other than YouTube that you're aware of, or do you have any recommendations for?
Yeah, there's lots of different stuff you can do. So Vimeo is more of a pay per account type usage. So one of the things that people don't like about YouTube is that if you're trying to promote your own content, it does sort of recommend videos that may not be your brand or anything you'd want to endorse or anything like that. You can sort of get around that with adding your videos to a playlist and then embedding them in your site. But Vimeo is strictly just your content, so it's your own platform, and it is paid. But you can also upload larger videos, all those types of things. So Vimeo is one. Another 2 sort of social/video production tools you can use. One is Instagram. They let you use about a 15-second video clip. So that's really fantastic for really short little bits.
Yeah.
Vine as well lets you do 7 seconds. So
and I was just going to say that totally feeds into our ever decreasing attention spans as a really effective method.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, cool. And now I just also want to add one little question. How do you, when you create this video production platform for your clients, for their marketing as one of your services, how do you then help your clients to maintain a certain level of video content? Like, is there a guideline or a rules for that?
It's not easy. Usually we start small, and ideally we try to get up to one video per week. And this interview style is really fantastic because a lot of folks, when left to their own devices, video marketing ends up way on the back burner. They're trying to deal with their business, but we book an appointment with them that takes usually 5 to 15 minutes once a week, and we just do a really quick interview, and that seems to work really, really well for our clients. We can also set up send out a professional videographer, a sound crew, all that, and book like a more commercial style or traditional video as well. So it just depends on the client's needs, but we've got lots of different options.
Awesome. All right. Well, I just like this right here. I'm talking to you. Feel like I know you.
Exactly.
I do. Well, thank you, Laurel, so much for shedding a little bit more light on the video services that you provide under the umbrella of the New Media Marketing Group. Ever informative, as always. And I will be speaking to you again very shortly.
Great. Thanks so much, Vanessa. Take care.
Have a wonderful day.
You too. Bye-bye.